the 23rd World Gymnastics Championships, Women's Individual Apparatus Finals. Good afternoon. I'm Jim McKay reporting from Montreal. As always, there will be a lot of stories in this Women's Individual Apparatus Finals, but a couple of them are worth mentioning right at the top. First, the story of two little Soviet girls, and I do mean little, both of them under 4 feet 9. I do mean girls because one of them's 14 and one of them is 15 years old, and yet they tied for the gold medal earlier here in the women's individual all-around competition. Now, Elena Shushunova is 14 years old. Oksana Omelianchik, she is 15 years old, and they may very well battle it out for more gold medals here. There will be 4 gold medals at stake. One of the other stories, well, we have little Ekaterina Szabo. You remember her from the Los Angeles Olympics and her great duel with Mary Lou Retton. Well, in the individual all-around here, she failed. She finished 5th, and that's sort of been the story of her life, anywhere from 2nd to 5th on the big occasions. She'll be out to finally try to win a gold medal in a world championship. Let's bring in right now my colleague in commentary here, Kathy Rigby-McCoy. Does that fairly well sum up the general idea?
Absolutely. The pressure is off a little bit. Certainly it's not as intense as the all-around and team competition. And with this kind of a relaxed attitude going into these apparatus finals, it should allow for better concentration and, more than that, the ability to throw caution to the wind, and that's exactly what they have to do. They can't play it safe and expect to win the gold medal. The judges are looking for more difficulty in these finals, so we should see some pretty spectacular routines, especially, as you say, from Oksana Omelianchik and Elena Shushunova, especially on the floor exercise.
But first, to this piece of equipment, the exciting aerial world of the uneven bars. In the last World Championships, Gabriele Fahnrich of East Germany was 5th in this event, the uneven bars. This time she is the leader, a clear leader coming to the final phase here. A real chance for a gold medal. She would like to follow in the footsteps of her countryman, Mexican, who was the winner on this apparatus in the last World Championship. Starts with an interesting mount, very original. Stalter to a handstand. She was spectacular in both the all-around competition and the compulsory, where she received a 10 right into a Jaeger, beautifully executed. Every move extended. Kips to the high bar now. Does this so easily. At least she makes it look that way. That is the secret. Beautiful routine. Yes, indeed. Gabriele Fahnrich of East Germany. At the age of 17, in the full flower of her talent. She will get points for originality. She's the first to do this mount. It's a round-off right into a straddle circle, actually right to a stalter, and she hits that handstand perfectly. And of course, a dismount that is used quite often in the competition. Look how she hits that handstand. No form break. She doesn't give away points at all. 2 giant swings, pikes down, gets the momentum going way above the bar to a Comaneci dismount. Well, if that mark is high enough, she actually could wrap it up right here, put it out of the reach of anybody that's coming after her. And let's see. It is 9.95. That wraps up the gold medal for her. Even a perfect mark of 10 couldn't catch her now. So from here on, in the uneven bars, the battle will be for the silver. Let's take a moment to remember one of the memorable events we'll recall during this 25th anniversary year of ABC's Wide World of Sports. Who was the first American woman to win a World Gymnastics gold medal? Kathy Rigby or Mary Lou Retton? The answer is neither. It was Marcia Frederick. For the first time in the history of these championships, an American is going into one of these finals as the leader. She's in first place, but she's drawn first starting position, and that's a disadvantage because the judges have to leave themselves somewhere to mark higher. But it's a blind draw, and that was the luck of it.
She's a beautiful bar worker. Perfect handstand. Watch this move. Full twist. Tremendous balance, something you don't think goes into the uneven bars, but it does. Once again, another stalter. Gorgeous, just beautiful. Everything is stretched, extended. Nice, legs together. Hard to keep her legs together on those full twists, and she's doing beautifully. She can get that dismount. It's going to be a pike front.
Close to it. There it is.
Beautiful, and she can do it.
Sensational exercise by Marcia Frederick. The Americans don't seem to shake anymore. Not in this sport. It's taken a long while, but the program is maturing.
And she's milking that crowd. Well-deserved. Beautiful exercise.
Born January 4th, 1963. That's almost 2 years after Wide World of Sports went on the air. Marcia Frederick had joined those who will always have the honor of having been first. Recalling it now, Marcia seems to feel that thrill all over again.
That moment in '78 meant 5 years of work coming all together in a 30-second bar routine. And when I got up on the podium to accept my medal, there was nothing in the whole world that could knock me off that pedestal. The feeling was just unbeatable, unbeatable. If I could do it again, I'd be there again.
Marcia Frederick blazing the trail for the Mary Lou Rettons yet to come. A quarter of a century of sports history. That's ABC's Wide World of Sports.
And Kersten works very much like Gabrielle. It's a handstand, right into a Jaeger, way above that bar, drops to the low bar. Every move is so precise, right to a handstand, just what the judges are looking for. Very clean. Preparing for her dismount now. Giant swing, toe on, front with a half, comb in each dismount.
Beautiful. Seems like there is always somebody just in front of Katerina Szabo who has the event of their career.
That's right. Well, the East Germans are known for their terrific bar technique. Here's a release move called a Jaeger. And she gives away no points. Every move is done to its fullest. Right to the handstand there, turns in the handstand position. Smoothly goes into a kip. And let's take a look at her dismount also. She shoots right to a handstand, almost holds it. Into another giant swing. Pikes in. Gets good position way above the bar. Makes that half turn real sharp. And no steps on the landing.
Looks pretty confident waiting for that mark.
Oh, she has to be. She didn't give away anything.
9.9. That leaves a little room, however, for Szabo. It still does. Anything over 9.9 would get the silver medal for a Katerina Szabo, who's still looking, however, for her first gold of these championships.
She tied for second in the last World Championships, and was a big disappointment in that all-around. She has to be feeling a little bit of pressure right now.
There she is, going to the chalk box. Gymnasts must get pretty tired of that by the end of their careers, don't they?
Well, I tell you, that gets ground into your hand, Jim, and it's hard to get out. You have calluses for years.
It dries out all your skin.
Yes, it does.
Got an elbow pad there.
Either she has a roll on the bar that is irritating that elbow, or it's just pulled into a handstand. There's a reverse hecht. She is so smooth on this apparatus. Not quite the dynamics of Gabriella Kersten.
Still only 18 years old.
Dropped a little bit late. Here's a 1.5 twist, first invented by Yurchenko, one of the judges now. Right to a handstand. Very smooth so far. And a double twisting flyway, big break there.
There goes the silver medal on the landing. The Katerina Szabo, yet another. Wouldn't call it failure, but a bad break. It's going to cost her a better medal.
As we've mentioned before, this many routines in a short period of time makes the girls a little bit tired. Quite a few routines. Here's a release move for Jaeger. She dropped a little bit late on that kip to the low bar. Kind of had to muscle her way up. Here's her 1.5 twist. And this is actually where the elbow pad comes in handy. Really smash your arm against that bar sometimes. And let's take a look at that dismount. She probably released a little bit early. Here's her giant swing. Let's see where she lets go. Yes, she let go a little bit early. Didn't quite get enough rotation. Tried to hold on to it, and that's going to cost her probably a 3/10 of a point.
Let's see just how badly that did hurt her. There it is, 9.55. So this time, Little Miss Runner-Up is going to have to settle for something even a little worse than that, considerably worse. In the final standings, she is in 6th place. The winner, Fahnrich of East Germany. Second, Kersten. of East Germany. Third place, Hanna Rickner of Czechoslovakia.